Welcome to the next episode of Isn't That Rich? I'm Jared, and I'm here with Jill and Ashley today, and we are the marketing department for Farmers State Bank. And today we are going to share amazing tools that we use every day that make our life so much easier. All right, so the first tool that all of us use, seriously, on a daily basis is going to be Canva.
Who's shocked? Anyone in the marketing world's like, duh.
I don't know what we did before Canva, though. I remember when we discovered it at Farmers State Bank. We didn't discover it, but we found out about it. We were pretty floored because
you're like, this is so
InDesign
easy.
is great, but it is not great for when you just want to throw a marketing brochure and make an ad. It's so nice to jump into Canva and make a custom size and your design. There's some templates you can get ideas from and upload your brand. Oh my gosh. I remember having to import our logo on things and try to get the background off of it. It wasn't the right file type. It would be all skewed. Life before Canva was tough.
Yeah. Also, if you are going to get Canva, just bite the bullet, pay for the pro. It's like $12.99. And so like you get access to everything. And then when you download your images, they're not blurry. So I noticed that before. If you do Canva, not pro, they blur out your stuff a little bit.
Wow, I didn't know
It's not as crisp and clear.
So I wonder, I mean, if you've not been living under a rock, you know what Canva is, right? Like it's a graphic design platform. Maybe we should talk about that first. Like it's a graphic design platform where you can create just about anything. You can make custom designs for social media if you want, like to make a tile. You can
Flyers, videos, all shapes and sizes, Pinterest pins, just any type of graphic. Digital.
I remember when I first started, I'm like, I don't really do graphic design. You're like, you will. Like, it's so easy. And it really is like probably one of the most user-friendly platforms probably out there right now. And not only that is like, I think because there are so many people using it, like on Instagram or TikTok or anywhere, Canva hacks. We're always like sending each other like really amazing Canva hacks and Canva tricks that just make your life so much easier. And so just the resources available to learn how to do like some really cool things is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's all accessible for sure.
I think Canva is really good too at just like keeping their platform updated. So even with like all the AI features now and just, they're always like rolling out something new. So I always think that's great about a company if they're just keeping it fresh.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool too. Like, I don't know if you guys get this email from Canva, but like once a month they'll run like a competition where if you submit new designs, like they'll put you into a competition. You might win some money. Wow. You know, that's why I'm motivated. So,
we know. We know.
So, but yeah, like you said, you can use it completely free. So if you're like a small business starting out, you do have a free option, but then the pro option is not that expensive. It's like, it's less than a Spotify.
Yeah. And I also like Canva because they're not locking you into a year's contract. It's literally month to month. And a lot of companies now are like, this is the monthly fee, but you have to pay it all up front. So here's $500. Thanks.
Yeah. So Canva, number one tool we use. I would say the next one that we kind of discovered this year was Capwing. So Capwing is like a multimedia editing platform. So a lot of times we make clips for this podcast through Capwing. So you can take a video like our podcast and you can take certain clips. You can add subtitles to that clips. And another reason we use Capwing a lot too, and we subscribe to the highest subscription, I believe, with Capwing is because we love it to help us transcribe our podcast, honestly. So we can have it.
Yeah, literally pulls this giant file of a text of everything that we say.
And then we can turn it into a blog, which makes our life a lot easier.
Yeah, love Capwing.
So Capwing, I think you can do like a really small free trial on it. I don't think it's absolutely free, but it starts at like $17 a month. So there is a fee for it, but I think we up ours because there's a certain amount of transcription that is included in the higher one.
But I definitely think it's worth it because if you get on social media now, we know it's all video. So if you're going to be somebody that's in the social media game, you got to make videos and they got to be good. And people love subtitles. I know I do. I can't Jared posted a video without a subtitle the other day. I'm like, Jared.
Well, I have subtitles on everything. I don't know if it's our generation, but I haven't watched TV with subtitles on now. It's pretty terrible. I guess that's a thing. Like everybody watches TV with subtitles now, but it's the truth. Like I
can't hear, so I have to. I'm like,
but I'll be like looking at my phone late at night or something, and I'll have it on, and I'm watching videos with subtitles because I don't want to wake Tom up. But Capwing, it's one of our favorite tools.
It's pretty easy to use, so yeah.
Jared,
the next one is
all you.
A really important one to me that I love, and that's Lightroom. It's a really great thing that you can use when it comes to like photo editing. I love it. We here at the bank, we have downloaded certain presets that we like. So, if you have a business, you want that like cohesion within your brand. And so we use these presets. I'll put this filter over our pictures and I can edit blemishes off of people. I can
wrinkles are gone. We're all stunning.
And it's just so easy. A lot of times I'll just do it from my phone. So you could do it on your desktop or your phone, which is really nice depending on, how quick you need to get a picture out. But yeah, Lightroom's amazing. And I just feel like it's a super easy way to edit photos. Another one that I also like is ViscoCam as well when it comes to like editing photos. But I do feel like Lightroom is definitely the preferred photo editing software. It's about $9 per month. So I think it's absolutely worth it, especially if you're editing a lot of pictures consistently.
I think really cool thing about our pictures that you do produce, Jared, is it all has the same feel. So like you were talking about your brand having cohesion, like we know that our brand is a specific filter, which is so funny to say, but I mean, you can think about things that you do too. Like maybe, when you were working in the coffee business, it all had like a different feel.
Different filter,
but you did all that in Lightroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lightroom.
Amazing.
Okay. I love the next one. Flowdesk. Flowdesk is our email marketing platform that we use to send out our weekly newsletter, the In the Know newsletter. So if you do not subscribe, this is my plug. You can go to our homepage, scroll down a little bit, put your email in there, and then you'll see us every Friday if we're all at work.
I really like Flowdesk because it gives you the template email and then you can make it your own.
So it's just beautiful and easy.
Right. Another thing Flowdesk has is we honestly have forms that we can have people fill out and submit. So we have this form embedded into our homepage for our newsletter sign up. So whether we're holding a competition or like a contest where you can enter your name to win or subscribe to our newsletter, we can embed those forms in, and it allows people to enter their contact information. Now we have captured your contact information. Now we have your agreement that we can send you this newsletter every Friday. So it's a great way to capture those emails so you can own your audience in a way.
So I think about if you go to any website, like any kind of clothing website, then it pops up on your screen like, oh, you can get 10% off right now, and it's a really beautiful ad. Like that's kind of what Flowdesk does too with those forms. You can pull up these just beautiful ads for people on their website by just copying a code in there, and then you can edit it all in the back end. So it's just so easy.
Yeah.
I also like how you can segment people in it. So
talk about segmenting.
Oh, you can just, if I just wanted, I don't know. Give me an example.
So
sorry, I can't think of our segments.
We did a golf giveaway last year. And so we had this form that we sent out. And so only the people that put their information into the golf. So we know that that's a golf segment. Those are people interested in golfing. So anytime we go to a golf event, we could send out something to them. Yeah.
Any event we ever have, if we're collecting emails, we can know that like the legacy sessions was a big event we did. And so people had their emails. And so they're all in that. If we wanted to invite them to next year's legacy sessions, we know that we have their emails in that segment. So
and I think really we even had like a box that they could click to say, oh, I'm interested more in estate planning. Send me stuff on estate planning or retirement planning. We can have, they click that box and now we can send them stuff that is actually of their interest. I think that's really great. My other favorite tool about it is it allows you to do sequences. So say you do sign up for this newsletter, or I want to schedule emails, like really beautiful emails to go out. Like I can, as soon as you type your information, It looks like I'm sending you a personal email to you, but it's actually preset to say, hey, thanks for subscribing to our newsletter. We can't wait to get you in the know with my FSB, blah, blah, blah. And so then maybe 3 weeks later, another email goes out. It's like a nurture sequence. Like if you sign up for us, our emails, like it's going to throw you into the sequence, and it's automated. So it takes a lot of the work off of our shoulders, but also makes you feel that we're paying attention to you. So I love Flowdesk. It's one of my favorite tools.
It's good. Let's delve into the next one.
Shall we delve into the next one? Do you know anything about ChatGPT? They always use the word delve.
But we love ChatGPT, OpenAI.
We love it. Luke, our producer, actually turned us on to ChatGPT. I remember that like a year ago. He's like, you guys can't tell anyone this, but there's this big AI coming out.
It's coming. It's going to change the world.
What? He's like, it's putting everyone out of business.
Yeah. You can create a lease
and now
on
we
it.
cannot. Yeah, we cannot live without it. Mm-hmm. We cannot live without it.
It's so a really great way. Like I literally go on there, ask a question and get ideas, even for podcasts. Like I am running out of financial ideas for topics for podcasts. Well, I ask GPT, give me some more. What are people interested to know about banking? I can throw that question in here, and Chat GPT's like, here's five answers.
Oh my gosh.
Or I'm like, okay, give me 20 more, please, because I don't like any of those. It'll pop out 20 more topics. Like it's just incredible.
Have you guys seen that video that's going around of that? It's that blonde girl that's dancing, and it's like, me when ChatGPT takes over the universe, and I was always saying please and thank you when I was talking to it so she doesn't kill me.
I do, and you can't help it. It's like, well, will you please write this for me? And
I'm like, I'm so sorry, but you didn't do a great job on that last one.
Like you can tell a lot about someone's character by how they talk to ChatGPT. She's like, please and thank you. I'm like, again, wrong.
More.
What is wrong with you? That's not what I meant.
Delve.
Talk like an American. Yeah. You know, like I'm so rude, but we get there. Gosh. We get there.
It's amazing though. We use this for text transcription. So what we were talking about at the beginning of this episode, using Capwing, pulling our text from our podcast and then turning those into a blog, like ChatGPT can kind of condense all this for you. And then you can take it into a separate like document and kind of edit it on your own, make it your own. But oh my gosh, I mean, it can really do a lot. And it does speed up a lot of work.
Yeah.
For people.
Saves us a lot of time.
Saves us a lot of time. I feel like a lot of people were scared when it came out, but it's kind of just one of those tools that it's like, you got to jump on and use it or you're going to be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You need to use it as a tool, you know, not as everything.
Don't write your paper in college with it because they have, they're on to you.
Yeah. But and it is like distinct. You can kind of tell, you know, if someone uses ChatGPT. So you really need to... There's a lot of resources online as far as prompts that you can use that can help you really distinguish your voice, your brand, how you sound, all those kinds of things that you can put into ChatGPT, and it will, you know, make you sound more like you. So that can be helpful, but I really encourage doing the research and figuring out those prompts that are going to work for you and the sound that you want to make.
Yeah, you kind of have to teach it how to act.
Yeah. But it will do it.
Cool. So good, and just gives us so many good ideas for anything. Like even if Jared needs a caption for an Instagram post, like give me a punny caption for it. And sometimes they're not that punny. You're like, how does this make sense?
Well, it is sometimes good about coming up with puns.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is subscription, so you do have to subscribe to ChatGPT, right? We do pay a fee for it.
No.
Do you know how much?
We don't.
I don't know how much, but yeah, we do.
We're the free version, but you can upgrade to ChatGPT level 4 or something like that. Okay. I don't think we're at the main level, so maybe if we pay for it, it'll stop saying delve.
Okay. Jared, I don't use this one, but you do.
So this next one, I use it every now and then. It's called CapCut. If you are on TikTok or Instagram, I guarantee you've seen a CapCut
If you've seen our Instagram, you've seen CapCut.
It's the latest craze with a lot of younger audience. It's kind of a way to turn a video into a meme. And as you know, memes are huge. Every business is kind of creating their own memes. A lot of people love using humor to convey a message. It can be a lot more captivating. I think sometimes businesses can be so salesy that people aren't paying attention to it. But if you can use humor to convey that message, people respond to it. So this is kind of a really fun tool, in my opinion, that kind of creates fun videos in kind of that meme aspect that you can use for, Instagram or TikTok. But I think they're fun. I think sometimes they can be silly and, lighthearted. I wouldn't really use them to do something super serious, but if you're wanting to make like a really short, humorous video / meme, I definitely highly recommend using CapCut. It's a super user-friendly app.
Do you have to pay for it?
I don't think we pay for it.
No, I think
I think it's free.
I think it's free.
Free to download and use.
I think there may be things where you can pay for it. You may want to look into that. Don't quote me on that. But I think pretty much it's free.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This one's kind of my favorite. So a long time ago, we started using Paperless Post, and we do pay for this as well. You have to pay for
coins
to send messages and use, but essentially what Paperless Post is it's an invitation. So you can create digital invitations and send them out. We use them a lot for our employee engagement. So we do quarterly celebrations or triennial celebrations. This year we're having 3 of them, but a way to get your employees or your customers invited to things, and you're not going to spend a ton of money on sending a paper mailed invitation, but this is a way to make people feel formally invited to something through a digital invitation. And so we create flyers through Paperless Post. We'll send them. They're interactive. They're fun. They've got videos. They're just a fun way to make people feel
just
special.
Has all the information on there, and then you can see the RSVP list.
That's my favorite part.
People can send you notes. Mm-hmm. They're like, we're so excited for this party.
Reminder emails.
I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Paperless Post.
And then you don't have to track your RSVPs like you do an invitation in the mail. That's the hardest part, right? Is getting people to send and mail their RSVPs back. And
and what's nice is if you're like, we're getting 2 weeks away from the date, you just send out the email again with the link and say, hey, reminder, RSVP. Because you're not going to go and send out another invitation in the mail and go buy a stamp.
Right.
That's old news.
So yeah, I like that one. And I also like the next one, SurveyMonkey. So one thing we've talked about at Farmers State Bank is we have standards that our entire employees live by. And every other week we send out a test. It's a company culture test that everybody has to fill out and send back. And it was getting really hard to grade tests, believe it or not. And SurveyMonkey we have this subscription level where we have $25 a month that we can send out as many unlimited tests with as many questions as we want to as many people that we want. And it's really nice because we no longer have to grade the paper tests or have to score each employee. When you're doing 75 tests every other week, that's a lot. Poor teachers, I don't know how they do it, but SurveyMonkey helps us keep our company culture consistent across the board, and everybody is pretty clear on our standards. So
even when we're ordering attire, so if we're all going to wear the same shirt to the Heron Festa parade, and you send out an email to say, what size are you? And then it puts your name with the size, and then we send it, and they get our shirts. So.
Yeah, we did that with name badges too, which I think is great. It's like, what is your full name, or how do you want it to read on your name badge? And what is your actual title that we should be putting on your name badge? That was another one that we did. And you can always go back and look at those surveys, like even years later. Like, who do we have respond to that? So I love SurveyMonkey.
So this next one that we really like, I think we could utilize it a little bit more, but it is so user-friendly and great, is called Simple Texting. So it's a platform for businesses to engage to customers through SMS marketing and communication. So text messages, basically. It's just this platform that you can log on to and import segments, import audiences of people, and kind of like Flowdesk, send them messages. You just send them messages. And it's so funny. So one way we used it is through a lot of our debit cards get sent out and they're in an unmarked envelope. And typically if you get an unmarked envelope in the mail, you're like,
junk,
throw it in the trash. Well, we wanted to stay ahead of that because that's just more work on our end to get somebody a new debit card. So we sent out a text to this group of people that we knew were going to be getting this wave in like the next 30 days. So we sent this text, and I kind of personalized it and was like, this is Ashley from Farmer State Bank. You're going to be getting your new debit card in the mail. White unmarked envelope. Don't throw it out. It's not junk. And people, you can see, they can text back.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
They're like, thank you, Ashley. Like, they really thought it was me texting them, and it was, but
yeah,
it's just so funny. It's just more personalized. So
yeah, and I think we'll send one out like the eclipse is coming up. Well, by the time this airs, it'll be in the past, but we're going to send a simple text like, hey, we're closing our branches at noon. Just letting you know. Don't come to Farmer State Bank after 12 o'clock on the 8th because we'll be closed. Yes. So things like that for the bank, it's really nice to get those important messages out there to our customers.
Yeah.
I love simple texting too. But yes, definitely we could use it better.
Yeah, I think some businesses can overdo it, and then, some don't
and I'm like,
use it
stop,
as much.
in all caps.
What's really cool about simple texting too is it actually looks like it's coming from our number. So we have it programmed. So if you get a text message, it's going to come from 618-252-2600 or whatever.
We're 998-1188, Jill.
But it's the Harrisburg branch. Sorry, is what the number is screened to. So it's kind of cool.
It's about $25 a month.
Yeah, $25. Right? It starts at $25 depending on, how many, because it's all text related. So however many texts you're sending out, the charges. So if you want like a bigger number, then you'd up that plan. But yeah, ours started at 25.
Yeah.
Alrighty, the next one, oh my gosh, we use this every single day, is Microsoft Teams. And so I don't even know how to describe Microsoft Teams. It's a collaboration platform for businesses offering chat, video conferences, file sharing, which is like the biggest thing for us.
Yes.
And it integrates with all your Microsoft Office apps. So, oh my gosh, we just use this every single day. All of our files are on Teams.
We're
always
to Teams.
Sharing stuff. It's so great because I can see like within a certain team, like our podcast team that we work in, we can see like our show notes and everything that we're working on. So it's called Teams for a reason. You're working with people on it.
Yeah, it was really nice when I was in Florida for the month of January and February because I could see, where we were with podcasts. I could just upload that and you guys knew where we were the entire time.
Yeah.
So if you're working remotely, it's a really, really good tool.
Yeah. Really like it. And in Microsoft Teams, you can do video chatting, but we actually do video chatting through Zoom, which is one of our favorite things.
And if you haven't used Zoom by now,
you must live in Antarctica. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's nice for us too, because now all these meetings, we would have to drive to different locations. We can Zoom. It saves us a lot of
What did people do before
time.
Zoom? I don't know.
Yeah,
was it
conference
Skype?
calls.
Skype.
I love Skype.
Yeah. FaceTime, Skype, Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom. I'm surprised how after COVID, Zoom is like still the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone still uses it. We use it at the bank all the time.
I think a feature that is good if you're not familiar with Zoom is you can do screen sharing. So if you're doing like a presentation,
hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. Have you seen that video? No. They're like, this is how people talk when they're about to share their screen. I'm gonna just try to. Can you guys see this?
But it's good for that too. So you're not just like talking. You can share a presentation or all those kinds of things, a file, whatever that looks like. I think it's a really great feature.
Blur your background.
Oh, my favorite is you can show emotion. Like you like something a presenter says. You can put like a little party
I always do a thumbs up like on calls. Giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Zoom, this is our other favorite one. And it's called Pirate Ship.
Love Pirate Ship.
Ship is great.
So we send out a lot of mail here at Farmer State Bank and a lot of stuff to our customers to show our appreciation to them. And we use this thing called Pirate Ship, and it's essentially a shipping software for e-commerce businesses, and it offers discounted rates with USPS. So you can import your segment that Ashley was talking about before. You can import your contacts and it'll have, uploaded it. It will create a label. You can print those labels off and then you can attach it right to your package and drop it off at the post office. Your post office will love it because they're not
having to make you a bunch of labels and
and you're most often getting discounted rates too. So you're not going to be paying the normal shipping fees with USPS, but yeah.
It's really amazing if you have like an e-commerce business where you're mailing things out all the time. I know we use that for the coffee company and, the weights and everything, you can just enter that in, the sizes of the boxes, and it keeps that on file. So that if there's a certain thing that you're mailing out consistently, it's all just on there, and then it'll pull up the different rates that are the cheapest that you can do. And if you need to send it sooner, you can click that one as well. But it's seriously so user friendly.
Yeah, it saves a lot of money too. Yeah. And it's free to use. You just pay whatever it is to ship.
Pay the postage.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I feel like we use a lot of stuff, but it's like totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it for our marketing, for our business.
Yeah, I agree.
Invest in good tools because
it makes your life a lot easier. And it's by far worth the money that we pay.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Well, we hope that you find these tools as valuable as we do in the marketing department. It just makes your life so much easier. So start with one, start with two. We really do swear by every single one of these. It's going to make your life so much easier. So thank you for joining us for the Isn't That Rich podcast, and we will see you next week.
So Jill, where do we go from here?
Be sure to check out our show notes for this episode, and also be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our newsletter. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.